In this complete tutorial, we're going to show you how to use Crayo AI to generate unlimited short videos. So let's get started creating unlimited shorts using this powerful AI. There's a few options available. You have My Assets, that's going to be assets you've uploaded to the Crayo AI. You have Video Editor, which of course is going through a video editor online. AI images, which are images created by AI or ones that you create using AI voice, and AI brainstorm. AI voiceover is going to be, for example, those voices as you were here in your video. But we're not going to go into these, we're going to go into either story video or ChatGPT. In this example, we're going to use ChatGPT video. Let's select, because this is a style that you see quite often. So let's go into creating shorts using this method. It says, make your own ChatGPT story and go viral ASAP. You then have the image sequencer where you send a prompt to start creating your video. So we're using a text prompt. We're going to describe what our video is about in this example. You can also see here that you can type your detailed image prompt. So for your images, you can describe what you want to see in the ChatGPT type of short that we're going to create. So let's make a video about a new character that has been featured in the game Multiverses. Multiverses has recently been released. It's now out of open beta. It's a game that is available on PC, consoles, and more. So let's talk about this. Let's say Bugs Bunny. So the character Bugs Bunny is featured in the game. So let's try to create Bugs Bunny, because Bugs Bunny is in the Multiverses game. So I'm going to create something to do with Bugs Bunny, or maybe about a Bugs Bunny fan, because there are Bugs Bunny fans that now play Multiverses because you can play as him in the game. So let's type a Bugs Bunny fan wearing Bugs Bunny ears. So basically at this stage, we're doing text or image. You write your text and then it's going to create the image for the short. Once you're happy with the prompt that you've entered, now this is a very simple prompt. There's nothing too complicated. I haven't been too descriptive, but the more descriptive you are, the better the result. Let's select generate to see what happens next. As you can see, it's actually created a rabbit as opposed to a person. There are a few things you can do here. You can download this for your video, or you can regenerate the image. So let's regenerate before we go to the next image. As you can see, the image is still of a rabbit sort of person. So let's change what it says in our prompt. So our prompt makes more sense. So we can go into the prompt box here, our text, and we can change what it says. Say a person who is a Bugs Bunny fan wearing Bugs Bunny ears. Generate. So at this point in our image sequence, we're actually on the second sequence because we decided to generate again as opposed to regenerating. There's another one that we can do on top of this, so now we have two rabbit people as opposed to two people. Let's try and get a person out as the prompt. So let's try and describe our person to help us with our creation here. I'm gonna say a real life woman, a real life woman wearing Bugs Bunny ears. Generate. So let's see if we can get a real life woman as opposed to an animated person. So we have more the real life person there. So I have to add that description so there is a difference in our sequence. So as we're generating a new image, it's been added to our ChatGPT short video in a sequence here. There's more that we can do after we've generated our images, and you can see we can add text. Video is another option, so we will select that as well to see what this does. And there is also audio. So let's first go into text. As you can see on the right hand side, we can choose the type of frame for the short video. You can see that we can choose the text up above in white, and we also have a dark mode. Now our text that has been entered here is similar to what we have written in the prompt. So it's actually appearing like it is in our prompt. Can we change this? So if I select the pencil tool, will this change the prompt itself? I'm going to enter hooray. And here I'm going to say a boy to see if it changes up. And let's move on to video. Now in video, you can use videos in the background of your ChatGPT video. And these videos can be, for example, Minecraft. People like to put Minecraft images in. You can see a Minecraft image right here. That video can be in the background of your images and text. So we've just added some text to our images that we've created. We're now adding a background video to those images that we have created for the short form video. So we had that square image, video in the background. Some GTA footage is also available. People like to do this quite often in the ChatGPT type of videos, so you're generating this fairly quickly. Let's try a Minecraft one in the background. So I'm going to add Minecraft to the background here, then move on to audio. So far we've created 3 images. We've changed the text that appears from the prompt that was already written, because when you're entering your text, as I've just shown you, it will actually begin with the prompt that you had to create the image. So you can change this as you see fit. So for example, let's just take this one off completely and said, Bugs Bunny fans will love multiverses. So let's do that instead. Or multiverses Bugs Bunny. We've added Jose to this one. I'm going to leave every odd life form and where Bugs Bunny is. Maybe change that to a Bugs Bunny fan. Period. Classic. So back into video, we've just made a selection. Our selection is Minecraft, then there is audio. So I do not advise that you use audio to the background of your shorts that you're creating just yet, unless you're using a voiceover on its own. For audio music, I would advise if you're uploading to TikTok to use background music that is available on TikTok. So when uploading this short that you're going to create, select your music from TikTok, as you will find that you might become more viral when using those songs that you can select. At this point, using the Crayo AI, the thing that I would choose is a voiceover, a narration voice that narrates out a script over the top of the short. We have a few options that are available right now, including William. Crayo is a platform to create viral videos. Adam, allow the world to live as it chooses, and allow yourself to live as you choose. Now that sounds like Morgan Freeman. That's a brilliant option to choose here. There are a few things that you can do. So once you've selected the voiceover that you want for your video, you then have these options, including voice stability. It makes the voice more stable and less robotic. 25% to 50% is recommended. At the moment, we're on about 33%, so it's bang in the middle. I'm actually going to leave that wherever it is in between the recommended levels. We also have style exaggeration. So if you're really exaggerating what you say, man, yeah, let's go. That's an exaggerated version. Or, you know, we're just calm and we're not exaggerating anything. That's a less of a low exaggeration. So you're not really, you know, putting too much hype or emphasis on what you're saying. If you want more emphasis and and energy to what you're saying, then you would have a more of an exaggerated style to exaggerate the point that you're trying to get across. Volume level of the voice is self-explanatory. It's going to be how loud the voice is going to appear in your video. Now, it's currently set at 75%, that's 3/4 of the way. That's kind of a good point to have, because if you're uploading to a different platform, you might have a different level stability option on the platform. What I mean by this is, for example, YouTube has its own audio leveling system. So if you go to a really high level sound and you try to add music in later on, you might find that the music might be very low. And this is because, of course, you have that little bit of stability provided by the page where you're uploading, as they level out those sounds so you're not bursting people's eardrums. And that is the same for TikTok as well, although it's slightly different. So if you're keeping it to a regular level of like 75% over, then you're not going to really overpeak anything, because you won't turn up the audio if you decide to edit your short later on, add some music, or if you're adding music later on through TikTok's options that it has on TikTok. So just to give you a few pointers here, keep at that 75%. Don't go all the way out to the top. Just not the best thing to do, as you might find that you might struggle later on when adding some audio if you want to add audio later on. So it does that as well. And there's also the voice speed. If you were to talk very, very quick, then of course you'd put it up to the high level. If you want it as it is, you don't do anything, then you also have the low speed as well. So maybe drag out your video a bit longer if you wanted to talk very, very slowly. Now we're not going to do that. We're going to we could generate the video at this point and see what the voiceover does, because we haven't given a script, we've given text, and because they're given a prompt. So let's see what happens at this point and test this out for you. Let's generate video. So we have 3 images in our short video, a video background, the image itself, and some text that we've also added to those images. Let's see what happens as a final result. So this is very interesting. At this point, there are a few options. We've now been pushed into the project editor. So we've now inside of the editor that we had a look at earlier on in this tutorial when showing you the Crayo AI website. And as you can see here, if we press play, we can preview all of these different elements that you can see in the timeline. We had our Minecraft video, which is the background video here. We have our image, which in this case is our Bugs Bunny fan. And you can see that it's an image from the logo that appears on the title. You have this image, which if I'm not mistaken, is our second image. And you also have the voiceover, which is the green one. And you can see that here because it has a microphone icon over wherever it says. If I select this, I can move it around on my timeline. Let's say you want the voice to appear later on. You don't want the voiceover to be straight away. If you want it to appear later on, you can just sort of move things. But we've selected a group of things. As you can see, it's moving more than one thing at a time. So let's try to deselect. See if we can move one thing. There we go. So you can kind of move the one thing at one time instead of a group of things. Or alternatively, you can select a group of things and move them on a timeline at one time. Right, so that's how you can roughly make a few changes inside of the editor once you're at this stage. So let's see what this creates so far. So in order to see your full finished piece, you need to select export. Let's do that now. You can see it's going to be called Minecraft 1, but if I give it another title, short video test 1, or Crayo short video test number 1, or result 1, and select export, that video is now exporting. So you have two options when you're exporting your video. You can see that you can view or download, or alternatively you can view or export in projects. At this point we're going to view the result of the video. Let's have a look. A Bugs Bunny fan wearing Bugs Bunny ears, hooray. Ah. Bug Bunny fans will love Multiverse's Bugs Bunny. Ah. A Bugs Bunny fan wearing Bugs Bunny ears, classic. Ah. Yeah, nice. So as you can see, we very quickly created a short video that has been generated, and you can see that these images have been created using the ChatGPT. You usually have to pay for that on ChatGPT, but when using the Crayo AI, you can get that done straight away without having to pay an additional fee to ChatGPT. So we've just very quickly created this video. It's quite hilarious as well. The sound effect is quite hilarious. You can also download it from the preview as well. So let's say you haven't downloaded it and you're unsure if it's on your device. Select that download again from here, and you can see like there, it's just been downloaded with a different title. You also have another option, which is view or export in projects. So when I select this, you can see here your projects, and then you should be able to see your exports right here in this list. I do not, but I can have a look at my videos, and under videos, you can see it right here. So in case you're not seeing it in export for whatever reason, you can always have a look in videos, and you can see it right here. This is the video project, so I can go back into and begin making more changes to if I feel like making more changes. Also, you can make changes to your voiceover. So if I select voiceover right here from the timeline, you can see in the inspector window that populates with a few things, and you can also double click on your audio if it's not displaying the right thing. Trying to do group selections because I've selected something off beforehand. So make sure you're selecting that individual item in the timeline. In this example, I want to select the voiceover. So now it's selected voiceover, and you can see there are a few options here. You can see what's being read out, but you can change and replace the audio. You can delete the audio, and you can change the speed from here as well. So these are a few different options you can do. So let's select replace audio. When you select replace audio, you have a few options. You can add some media from a YouTube link, add an uploaded file, go into the Crayo library, and there are different things that you can do like here. So instead of some voiceover, you can maybe add a song, some video footage, some more gameplay. And these are things that you can replace in your timeline, just to give you an idea of how you can make those changes to your edit as well. You can experiment with these and make those changes. For example, a VFX, so video effect. Do you add more to your timeline? A sound effect, also available. Let's preview the sound effect here. I think we previewed Bugs Bunny fan. No, it's gone for a timeline. So when you're selecting from here, you can add it to your project. So you can select a sound effect, any music, a video effect, more gameplay to add in the background. Or alternatively, you can go into the All tab and you can select something from here. Now that is under the Crayo library, and you can see here. You can also view files, so if you have a file that you exported, it will also appear here. If you can see, if I go into images, video, audio, and voiceover, it wouldn't appear in that section because we haven't created those individually via Crayo. We've gone straight forward into our video, but that is why you can also go into those options at the beginning of your project and maybe create a voiceover on its own. Wouldn't advise this because if you want to create your short, then this is the process that you should take so you can get it all done in one go, which will save you a heck of a lot of time. Let's add something new to the video. So like here, we have some footage from gameplay. Let's just select this and add this to the timeline or add it to project just to show you how that works. But if we've just replaced a voiceover with a gameplay, then let's say you don't want to replace your voiceover with some gameplay. Let's undo. But first, before we undo, let's play through this to show you what this has done. So I've just made a change. I've replaced the voiceover with some gameplay footage. We can also drag this to the start timeline to have a look. Let's press play to see what happened. So now there's no voiceover. It's gameplay instead. What only fans will love multiverses Bugs Bunny. The voiceover is hilarious. So let's say you don't want that change in your short video. Simply press undo. At the top left hand corner here, there is undo. So let's undo until the change has taken place. There we go. So we've now repaired that damage to our short and the voiceover is back. So this is how you can create a ChatGPT video. Let's go back and show you another way you can create your short video on Crayo. So we have story video available. You also have those individual parts that you can create before getting into your full video, including those AR images. You can create those individually and then add them to your project, or that AI voice. And the way you add them to your project is the exact same way that I've shown you when replacing something on your timeline. You can add it, or you can replace something on your timeline in the editor. Now, in this example, we're now going to select story video, and let's show you how this works. So in a story video, you're creating using a script. You can either enter the information here, or you can write your own script. We're going to enter the information using this form, as it makes it much easier. So the story topic could be whatever you please. So in this example, let's talk about YouTube. So let's say YouTube has a new feature. YouTube, new music library, adds commercial music, which is something that YouTube has said is coming to YouTube later on sometime in their future. I'm not sure exactly when it's coming, but what I mean by this is YouTube at some point are going to potentially give you the opportunity to buy the rights to use commercial music in long form videos. So music that has been created by artists, very popular artists and pop artists, you might in future have the opportunity to buy the rights to it. Just got to add that note into this video as well, so that you know if this is a potential go, which could be a brilliant feature to bring to YouTube. Giving you the rights to use those very popular music in your long-form video could cause you to get more views because you're relaying the message of the video that you may be talking about if you're talking about the artist himself or herself, which could help. So, but yeah, we can select the tone of video. So moving on, we can select the tone of your video. So at this point in time, we have a few options for the tone of your video on Crayo. You have mystery, horror, funny, suspense, and action. We're going to select suspense in this example. So next is the video hook. Have you ever wondered how to? So it's giving you an example of what the video hook could be. So the video hook is something that maybe you want to say at the beginning of the video to get people to want to watch more, or so that they know what the topic of the video is about. So in this example, it would be, did you know YouTube's new music library may add commercial music? YouTube are considering you the rights to use commercial pop music from music artists. You also have call to action. Now, a call to action is, for example, subscribe to, and then given your channel or your username, or follow us at Instagram, /whichever. All of those sort of things are a call to action. Or subscribe for more could also be a call to action. So you don't need to use your username or at. In this one, I'm going to add a call to action. And last but not least, you have your script length. So the few options that are currently available are 45 seconds, 60 seconds, and 90 seconds. Of course, if you're going for 90 seconds, this is not going to be a YouTube short, because at this current moment in time, YouTube shorts are 60 seconds or less. So 90 seconds would be for something else, for example, TikTok, as you're creating a short video here. In this example, I'm going to select 45 seconds, as this could be uploaded to TikTok, YouTube, Instagram Reels, and more. So let's generate our script for this short video. As you can see very quickly there, the script has been generated, and you can see it on the right hand side. You can make some changes to this if there's something that needs to be corrected. So read through this script, because this is your 45-second script that will be then converted into a video. So let's quickly read through what we have here. It says, did you know YouTube are considering giving you rights to use commercial music from popular music artists for long-form videos? Imagine the possibilities, the thrill of adding that perfect track to your creations, setting the mood just right, the anticipation of diving into a vast music library filled with hits to elevate your content. Take your videos to the next level, captivating your audience with the power of music. With this exciting new feature, the world of YouTube creators is about to change forever. The suspense of waiting to see what track will be available, the excitement of exploring new sounds to enhance your videos. Are you ready to unleash your creativity with the magic of commercial music on YouTube? Stay tuned for more updates and get ready to elevate your content like never before. Subscriber to the Mr. Mozuchi channel. So we have made a problem there. We've made a problem. It says subscriber. So why did I write subscriber? So in the call to action, I actually wrote subscriber. So it's good to read through your scripts beforehand, but you don't want to make that mistake. So subscribe. So we need to generate that script again and make that change. Now we could edit it on here on the right hand side as well, but let's generate, because it might make a few differences to the script. So we now have a brand new script, and it has changed the script entirely. We could have made the change on the right hand side, but just showing you that you can regenerate your script. Now we have a brand new script, 45 seconds long. Let's take a look. This reads, did you know YouTube are considering giving you rights to use commercial music from popular music artists for long-form videos? Imagine the possibilities of creating your content with the hottest tracks without the fear of copyright infringement. The new music library would revolutionize the way creators tell their stories, adding a touch of professionalism and excitement to every video. Say goodbye to generic music and hello to tunes you love. But will this dream become a reality? The suspense is real as creators eagerly await the final decision from YouTube. Stay tuned as we continue to uncover mysteries behind this groundbreaking update. Remember, the power of music can elevate your content to new heights. Don't miss out on this game-changing opportunity. Subscribe to the Mr. Money YouTube channel for all the latest updates and tips on navigating the world of online content creation. Now that's a brilliant script that has been created here, and if you want to make any changes to this, you can. But do note that you will have a time that this is read out. So of course there is a time here, a time code. Now I'm not sure what this means. I'm not sure if it's actually 54 seconds, but from the look of it, it looks like it's coming in 54 seconds. So we aimed for 45 seconds and it's gone up to 54. So maybe if you want to delete anything, you can do that. So I could literally leave it as well. It says subscribe to the Mr. Money YouTube channel for all updates and tips, but I could change this for more on making money or money making changes. So it's something like that. So I could change it to a call to action that makes more sense for the YouTube channel, as opposed to the call to action which has been created by the AI. So for more content is what we're going to leave it as right now. We're going to select next. So now it is those all important subtitles. So subtitles can be very engaging depending on where you're uploading. So we are going to select our subtitles right here. You can leave it as what it is. As you can see, a subtitle type has already been chosen here. Let's look for a different one. So I don't like that one for this video. Let's select something else entirely. We're going to select this one around here. So let's select that. And these are still subtitles at this point. See, as you can see right here, you can see it says still got on the still tab. Let's try animated. So animated is also available, and it looks like it's the same style, except now animated. So that's what we're going to select right now. Let's select next to move forward. Now, the background video. Now, just like our video that we created, the ChatGPT version, we also have a background video that we can use for this video type as well. So let's have a look into what we have available. We have those gameplay videos. So let's select something that makes sense for what we're doing, or something that just, it's just in the background, just adding more to the video itself. So let's select, in this example, so now, just like before, you would select your voiceover and make those changes accordingly. Let's go for a female voice this time. Now, you can see underneath the voiceover, I didn't point this out before, you can see that there is a description of the voiceover and the preferences for that voiceover, so where it's being used most of the time. This gives you an idea of the type of voice that you're going to get. So, for example, Nicole is the whisper voice, perfect for ASMR. So Nicole, for example, is the whisper voice, perfect for ASMR. And if you lead these, you will be able to make a better selection for your innovation voice. Documentaries, SpongeBob voice, so you can literally have SpongeBob, which is that's quite funny. Fun stories. Dan using Kimberly shorts. Oh, Anthony, hey, that's me. It's an older narration voice. Now, my name's Anthony, but it's not. I don't think that's me. Let's have a listen. Either you run the day or the day runs you. All right, Giovanni. The ballot is stronger than the bullet. So there are quite a few things that you can look at here of your villa.
Around, and the place which may feel like the end may offer be the beginning.
Now in this example, I feel like using SpongeBob, but I'm actually going to go for SpongeBob in this one. Let's have a listen.
What if I told you? You can make me say anything using Crayo AI.
That's amazing. So we're going to use SpongeBob in this one, and we're going to generate our story. I'm happy with what we have so far. Let's have a look at the file piece. Now let's generate the story. And just like before, this has now been placed inside of the editor. We can preview our creation inside of the editor. Let's take a look.
YouTube are considering getting your rights to use commercial music from popular music artists for long-form videos. Imagine the possibilities of creating your content with the hottest tracks without the fear of copyright infringement. The new music library would revolutionize the way creators tell their stories, adding a touch of professionalism and excitement to every video. Say goodbye to generic music and hello to the tunes you love. But will this dream become a reality? The suspense is real as creators eagerly await the final decision from YouTube. Stay tuned as we continue to uncover the mysteries behind this groundbreaking update. Remember, the power of music can elevate your content to new heights. Don't miss out on this game-changing opportunity. Subscribe to the Mr. Money YouTube channel for more content.
That's an absolute amazing short that has just been created there, using SpongeBob's voice, which is really, it was quite quick to begin with as well, so do consider that timing of the voice, maybe showcase and have a look and preview that beforehand. But yeah, it's a brilliant preview that we've had of this short that we've just created very quickly. We can now export that, and that has been created fairly quickly. I've just taken you through the different things that you can change with your short when you're using this method. Let's export. I'm going to call this YouTube Music Feature Short. Crayo results. Let's export. So there's one more method on the Crayo AI that you can use in order to create your short videos, and that is split video. Right here, if I select split video, you can see there are two options. Number one, you can upload a file if you have a file already, or alternatively, you can use a YouTube link, and you can split this up into your short. So you can Control button and V together, and that will paste it in the box down below. Making sure that you have selected the box beforehand. Don't make that mistake because you'll be wondering where it is. Now we're here, we have our link. Let's select the download icon because this should give us the option to edit the video using Crayo. So as you can see, that video has now been uploaded successfully. The next step is to press next, and that should take you to backgrounds, where again we can add a background to our short video here. In this example, we are going to use this one right here. It's a different type of Minecraft video. Actually, this one is better. And then those already important subtitles. I'm going to go for animated subtitles again. And this time then I'm going to set it to different style. Once you're happy with the selections that you've made, select generate video. Your clip will be generating and will be ready in a few minutes. So of course, this should open the editor, but let's see what happens here. Brilliant, so we have an edit. Let's have a look at this edit right now while pressing play. It looks like the changes are going to take place in a moment. I need your help. We have to finish this word too, 6. Ah, okay. Is the big salt there?
I have a medium. There, please. A bread. Eating orange one.
And as you can see, it's made in the edit to the video right there in Crayo, and that's a quick way that you can make a split screen short video with subtitles. So you can select parts of videos. Of course, if we go into the edit right here, you can see that we can make a few changes. So there's a few changes. You can see we can put it top half or bottom half. We can change the speed of the video, the volume of the video. So that say you want to add some music, you could take down a volume complete if you wanted to, or just turn it down to a place where you'd like it to be. And you can also rotate and position the video in different places on the screen. As well as this, you can also replace the video. So to replace the video, you can do that as well, but we can also scroll through the timeline, and theoretically we should be able to move this or change this. You also have the option to round off the videos. So for example, if I press this here, you can see it's actually rounding off the corners of the video there, giving it sort of like a dizzard edge. How transparent it is. So if I drag and toggle this accordingly, you can see it will make it transparent. So maybe you want to fill up the background or make it transparent for whatever reason. There might be a reason behind it. I don't know your editing tastes or what you're going for with your short videos. Scale to fit, which is of course is going to make it the size to fill the entire frame. So if we scale to fit right now, you can see it's actually fitting the entire frame, but this is in the way. So if I delete that, you can now see it's filling the whole entire frame. You can undo any changes that you've made. Of course, if you're not happy with them, just go back and make those changes accordingly. You also have this section called split. So if we go to split right here, you can see we can replace the piece of media or replace the actual video as well. You can regenerate the subtitles, but I'm not sure why you would do that if you're using the audio of the video itself. Once you're happy with this very quick edited video, you can then export by selecting export. Give it a name and hit export when you're complete. Let's take a look at the final finished piece.
And the beginning of the video.
I need your help. We have to finish this work till 6.
Okay, is the big saw there? I have an idea.
And that is another quick edit that you can do using the Crayo AI. The AI brainstorm is literally you brainstorming the type of video you want to create. So if you're unsure of what you want to do in your story, ChatGPT or split screen, you can go through this process as well. Get about an idea from niche and start on the page. For example, if you want to talk about sports or TV shows, let's go for sports right now. And then maybe you want to select a turn of your ideas. So maybe it is action. It's about the action of something. Target audience. You can select a target audience. So let's say from 23-year-old to maybe 60-year-olds. That's like quite a big broad range. Males. And maybe you want it to be a story video or ChatGPT. You can then select a ChatGPT and then you can generate your ideas. And that will generate the idea for you, including these scripts, which you'll see on the right-hand side right here. As a quick idea that has been generated. And that video idea can then be used in your scripts or in whatever you please. So that is a very quick way of generating an idea if you're unsure. Read through this as well to find out that extra additional information. So I wanted to take you through that as well, in case you don't have your own ideas and you're not sure what type of video you want to make. That is how you can do that. So that covers all of the things that you have on this Crayo AI right now. And this is how you can generate infinite amount of multiple videos via Crayo AI.